everyone, Kat here, your favorite ginger bibliophile. Gonna get this frizzy mess out of the way because we're gonna be, giving ourselves double chin, staring down, because we're working on this yet again. My Harry Potter Patronus. That looks quite a mess with all the billion colors and not a lot done. So we got a little bit more of this background done, last week. Today we're going to try for finishing off Harry Potter and starting on this little moon here that they're standing on. And it'll be kind of interesting. Now you can kind of see why I outlined it, because look at the different colors in him and how ridiculous that is. Those are all vastly different colors. So we'll see how this goes, how far we get. And hopefully your projects are going much faster. But we're busting out a new thread today. And then we get to the really good stuff. We'll bust out a special one that I bought just for this. But for now, we're just going to go with the one they brought us. And after I get to Harry, like the moon and the Patronus are going to be my special thread if I can get it to work. Because this is what it was supposed to look like. I don't think I quite managed. Because as you can see, it kind of bounces everywhere. And I don't know how the heck they managed to keep that straight. All those different colors and little bits and pieces. So, but we're going to try. And now for the really fun part, because all my nails, as you can see, have broken to next to nothing with my neon paleness. But we're all set. We got the Harry Potter Marauders map and the shirt and my little pillow over here. So we're getting into the theme of it. And I gotta move stuff around because we got a little ferny fern house plant. We've tried to keep it alive. Nobody in this house has a green thumb. As you have, if y'all have seen my little gardening videos, you know. I'm trying, but I'm not succeeding very much. Even my petunias were giving me trouble this year, and usually they're one of my go-tos that I can always count on to stay alive. But they're being mean, and my marigolds aren't popping up. At least not the ones that I planted. The ones that the birds planted for me and the wind shifted around, those are doing good. But we're waiting to see if I get any little snowball ones. I'm excited about those. I've never seen them before. I'll have to harvest their seeds. Yay. The most obnoxious part of all of this. And it's already trying to be rude. All right, the blanket's got to go because I got to hold this. Woohoo. Yay. Can I do it? Maybe. Yay. Rude. Did I say you could tangle up right there? No, I did not. So you better get your act together. It doesn't listen. The string is rude. I think it might be a teenager. Hey, how are you, Jaleesa? Yay, got it. I swear that's the hardest part of this whole thing is keeping those strings from tangling and getting them to separate. What are you up to this morning? Oh, there's my threader. I'm up cooking breakfast, plantain, beans, and bread. These boys eat so much. Oh my goodness, that sounds good though. Not something I have ever fixed, but that sounds pretty good. We are going to visit my mother today. Oh, well, that's nice. The special occasion or just, felt like seeing mom. Because sometimes you're just having a bad day and you just need to call or visit. That can be dangerous, though, because I remember my grandma always was, the grandkids are sneaky punishment for all the crud you did as a kid. She enjoyed getting us sugared and caffeinated and giving us the most noisy toys she could find. I did the same thing as an aunt when I had to babysit my niece and nephew. No, just visiting just because. Oh, well, that's nice. Used to like I could always, count on my mom to call whenever I had like a test or a study session or something going. Like, yep, I might have forgot I had one coming up, but she's calling me, so it must be time. And then my like adoptive-ish mom, like, you haven't called or answered, so I know you're hiding something. Then neither one of them could ever figure. I'm like, I can tell just by when you call or don't call what's up. It's like, all right, we had our little thing of basically I'd call one or the other every other week or so and see what was going on. Do you get to visit your mom a lot, or it's still quite a bit of a trek to go visit? I've got Big Bang Theory going in the background. It's one of the last ones where they're supposed to be getting married. Like, well, it's the nerd show, and now we have Luke Skywalker in it. Like, stall tactic. Get the nerds to ask the other nerd questions. How are you? I'm doing well. I'm just very, very slowly trying to cross stitch a Harry Potter, geeky patronus thing. How about you? What are you doing? Are you feeling better today? I'm feeling pretty weak today. I'm reading a biography on Larry McMurdy, but I'll be napping soon. Oh, hopefully that gets out of your system soon. You can get back to feeling better. In the meantime, naps are always amazing. Shoot, I don't even have your excuse, and I still, you know, I get at least one nap a day when I'm not at work. And if I could get away with it, I'd be napping at work. No, Larry McMurtry, that's a new one for me. Who is that? Don't you tingle on me, you butt. There we go. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nope. We might have thought so as kids, because, hey, you're cutting into playtime telling me to take a nap, but now, psh, leave me alone. I'm taking a nap. I am a cat after all. I'm supposed to nap at least, like twice a day. I gotta get my 16 hours of, beauty rest in. Lonesome Dove. The name sounds familiar, but I couldn't for the life of me tell you why. I'm pretty sure I've never watched or read that one. Terms of Endearment, yep. That sounds like something my mom might have watched. And tried to get me to watch instead of, all the blow 'em up stuff that me and the boys were into. Brokeback Mountain. I remember that one. It's fun how much it upset so many people. Which I think might have been the best part of it. The, the last picture. No, that's one I haven't heard of. Cool. The only biography I have is one of Jeff Dunham. Like, what the heck? For a couple bucks, I'll try it and see if the biography's as funny as some of his shows were. It's like, I haven't been as big of a fan of some of his newer stuff, but the older ones, they're more, peanut centric, were always fun. And of course, Ahmed. Always giving Jose crap. The last biography I read was the Henry Winkler memoir, but before that, I read the Elvira memoir. I remember you talking about Elvira. That one seemed really fun. Girl, it is Elvira. She definitely was, her own thing. I loved Elvira growing up. Yes. Go, somebody that's just not as cookie cutter as all the rest. Gotta be able to mix it up a little bit. I loved all the creepy and weird stuff and the totally not age appropriate. But then again, I also was a Disney kid that was a witch for like 4 years after watching Hocus Pocus. And I still watch that every year for Halloween. It's almost always the background, noise when I'm passing out candy now. And not just because it's child friendly. I just still enjoy it. Have you read any memoirs or biographies, Jaleesa? Or do you stick to mostly just fiction? So no, personally, I struggle with all the memoirs and the classics and the like. Yes, I do. I'm currently reading two memoirs. Oh, dang. That is quite a bit. Who are they of? One is about open marriage, and the other is about an ex video vixen. Now, that is definitely something different. That sounds like those might have some good stories in them. I'm falling asleep. Catch you later, Boo. Oh, well, thanks for stopping in. Sleep well, Randy. The memoir about open marriage is whiny. The ex video vixen is better. Either way, the storytelling. Oh, nice. It's like, yeah, I feel like half those times when they want an open marriage, it's like, well, I want to be sleeping around, but I don't want to have to, go through the whole divorce and losing half my stuff. And then get mad when it's like, oh, wait, you said open marriage. I get to do this too. And they always end up jealous and like, you weren't supposed to be hot enough to be able to sleep around. It's like nobody ever actually thinks it through. But then the video vixen, oh, I'm sure she's got some stories from all the crap that happened on set. Yep, she's upset that the husband spends more time with his other partners. Well, you got what you asked for. It's open. What did you think? It's like, oh, we didn't have time for each other before, but now that we're, each banging a few other people, we're going to suddenly have more time to do stuff together. Like, I wonder about people. Where's my little? There you are. Blending. Oh, fudge. Drop the needle. My cat is over there snoring in his sleep. Silly fluff ball. His job already had him away from home, so she feels even more lonely, even though she has other partners too. She seems hard to please and very indecisive. That's one of the downsides of memoirs. When I review them, I feel like I'm judging someone's life journey and choices. I mean, if you put it out there, that's kind of what you're asking for. Here's what I did. Did I make the right choice? And hey, if you got to sit there and whine about how it didn't work out like you thought it would, then yeah, you might have made the wrong choice. I mean, you can be taken as here's a cautionary tale of why not to do this now popular thing that has never seemed to work for anyone that has done it. He's a little sleepy fluff ball. But he finally stopped snoring, which means he's actually asleep. Because he only snores when his eyes are open. She's a people pleaser, doesn't know how to say no. That'll bite you every time. It's like, you're not really making friends because you're not really being you. You're just getting walked all over. I'm getting tired of her playback of therapy sessions that lead up to her learning to use her voice. Yeah, that does sound like a really annoying one to try to read. It's like, if I needed this, I would have just gone to therapy myself. Though I guess, the book is probably a lot cheaper than a therapy session, but also much longer to get through. Oh, did you finish your paw bath, little man? I heard that thunk. Yup. Were you hanging out on Daddy's pillow? Come here. Good boy. Yeah. So you're not a people pleaser at all. You just cuss out everybody. Yeah. And look like you need a nap with those little squinty eyes. Good boy. Yeah, I don't have to worry about you abandoning me, huh? Or if I abandon you for free. Huh. So your treats and food aren't free. Good boy. Is it at least of somebody that, it makes sense that they were doing this, or just, hey, I wrote a book even though I'm a nobody and want to tell everybody about it? What do you think, little man? Hello. It's a good boy. Good boy. Sounds like some, young, dumb 20-something that hasn't quite figured out what she wants out of life, or, how to even begin going about it. Just of, hey, some celebrity did this, so yay, I'm going to try it. Oh, wait. Yeah. Good boy. It's just interesting to hear about her experiences. It's just irritating that she seems to be complying with open marriage just because her husband suggested it. I don't think she wanted it. Yeah, I don't know why that always seems to be the case. Like, you'll hear about it from, the idiot celebrities and all, like, the little Reddit feeds and all that mess. There's always somebody going, hey, did y'all hear about this? And it never, it's like, how long is this going to keep going on, and folks never realizing that it's not a good idea? It's like, if you're that unhappy, just get a divorce and get a different partner. It's probably not working for either of them. If you can't make it work with just one person, adding more to the mix is going to add more problems. And even more people to be unsatisfied. She's learning about polyamory and how that works. She has a bad habit of not telling people that she's, married. That's the basis of polyamory, consensual and openness. She also works through why her mother did it and kept it a secret too. Yeah, if they don't know, then yeah, it's not open marriage. It's just secretive sleeping around with people that don't know that they're mixed up in it. I get nobody is supposed to be, everything to one person. That's why we've got, friends and multiples of that too. Hey, you share this interest, you share that interest. We have this history, Nobody can be everything, but I mean, you do that in a marriage, it tends to lead to problems. Especially if you're not both all about it. Her father gave her mother permission and was happy for the mother. I forgot the big word for it, but it's a thing. To have a partner that's happy when their partner is sexually gratified. Aren't you supposed to both be trying to get some enjoyment out of it each time anyway, and not just, well, hey, I got mine? That just seems like a, decent sex life, but I didn't know there was a specific name for it when you're just like, yep, I can't do it anymore. you go out there. I thought so too, but no, sometimes it's one-sided openness. That is, yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and say, I'm like, yep, that does not fit my personality at all. And if they ask for it, like, sorry, nope, we're just gonna have to get a divorce because that ain't happening. Just saying what makes you happy, then go find it elsewhere, but don't come home. I think part of that problem is that, we're supposed to act like, oh, we don't like it, we don't want it, so it's not the main basis of a relationship, or at least it shouldn't be, but y'all kind of got to line up on those things of, hey, one person likes this kind of thing, somebody else likes something else. That kind of needs to matter because it is still definitely an aspect of a relationship if you're going to keep it going. And if one of you ain't into something that the other one really likes, it's going to cause a problem after a while. But having that conversation when we've been told to pretend nobody likes anything, nobody does anything, can be a little awkward. Well, that was a short nap, JB. It's already time to wake up and clean your face. I'm not sure I like this thread. This various stitches definitely show more in this one. Like all the darker colors, it just looks like a block of color. This each little cross stands out more. Maybe from a distance it'll be okay once it's up on the wall. Hopefully. Don't you even think you're gonna nuzzle the laptop. Don't you be sneaking over to eat that first. It has enough problems by, having us. I love how this went from like crafting and books to relationships. And somebody better figure out how to please somebody and figure out how to make it work. Then again, hey, everything's written somewhere. You're just gonna point your fluffy booty at me now. Take advantage of little man being under cover so he doesn't know you're on the table. In there. There we go. I feel like that book should be like a warning to everybody's like, oh, you're thinking about, trying this one? Maybe y'all both need to sit down and read it. Or shoot, just go online and you can find some things and go, hey, is this really going to work for us, or is this just going to be even more problems? I guarantee it's just going to be more problems for 99% of them. Are your kids old enough to start, sneaking reading some of that stuff? Or are they still all young and innocent? Birds outside doing flybys and going to town. He's got some woodpecker food, but it looks like it's mostly grackles and just random birds getting into it. And going to town on my blackberry bush, which it's a good thing that was a freebie or I'd be upset. Because I think in like 4 years I've gotten maybe half a pint of blackberries off of it. Because the rest were picked off when, as soon as they start getting almost ripe, the birds and the squirrels get into it. And yeah, I don't want to share berries with the squirrels. They probably don't have anything, but I'm not going to bite after they have. But it's blackberries anyway. Now, if it was strawberries, that'd be a whole nother story. Those are my favorite. But I have had no luck trying to grow those. The birds can't even take them because they'll flower and they'll think about doing something and then nope. Every time. You're going to start snoring at me again, JB. You silly boy. As you fall back asleep. Yeah, see those little blinks where your eyes aren't coming open as much each time. Huh. You might be fighting it, but it's kitty nap time. It's all rainy and yucky and perfect napping weather. Especially since you were up talking junk at 6 a.m. You got one asleep under the covers here, and Franny's flopped out on the floor, asleep. It's just furball nappy time. These are between meal times. I don't know about getting the moon done, but I might be able to finish Harry on this stream. I'm thinking another thread or two before my hand cramps up. He requires excellent communication skills to maintain a relationship like that. Oh, yeah. And that is definitely not an easy conversation to have. So that's just one more hurdle. Like, how do you even go about that without just going, yeah, you're not doing it for me? Which is just opening a can of worms. I would suggest it, but be prepared for a whiny, authorial voice. They are old enough, but aren't readers. That's good. Doesn't sound like my type of thing, but I'm sure it's somebody needs to read it and get them thinking. Maybe help them figure out how to start or, decide not to start that conversation. Used to drive my mom nuts that I didn't like reading either, and then I slowly found the stuff that I enjoy, and well, now I don't even want to count how many books that I have. Oh. There's a big old blue jay trying to get on the woodpecker feeder, and he's just spinning around in a circle. You see his little white belly just going, what the heck? Oh, silly Jay. Oh, come on. So close to the end, and you're going to do that. That's not nice. Untangle. There we go. Don't look at that string like that. Don't you do it. I saw that face. Don't you do it. Mm-hmm. Get in. What are you doing, Beezer? Yeah, if the screen is shaking, that's because the cat is nuzzling the laptop. You know, you could come over here and I would actually pet you. Like, where's the fun in that? You butt. Like, oh, did you say butt? There you go. There's my tail. Yeah, you just came over here to try to eat that plant. Don't you bite me. You thought you was going to nip me and get away with that. I know what you came over here for. You want to eat on everything that you shouldn't. But he thinks he's so sneaky. And he thinks he's fast enough to slap and nip and then run. Nope. Yeah, lay down. You're not going to find any victims. They're all asleep. There will be no walk by, slap the dogs. He always thinks he's sneaky. He wants to lay on top of the table if little man isn't, awake to get mad at him. Just wait for Franny to walk by and smack her so she yelps. Even if he keeps his claws in, she will still jump and cry. Or he goes under the table thinking that he's hidden just because his face is. It's like, haha, I can sneak. They won't ever figure out why there's, a big bulge and a fluffy butt sticking out and try to slap anybody that walks past him. Whereas I have fun, I'm like, all right, I see this one coming and I just wait for them to walk by and have him be distracted going, I'm going to get that one and just poke him on the back while he's not looking and watch him jump. It's like, haha, the game's up. You were going to get somebody and I got you because you wasn't aware you were busy hiding unsuccessfully. Yes, you're not good at hiding. You're going to come almost lay down next to me? Even though this isn't the footstool. I know that's your snuggle spot. Huh. Only on the footstool? Nope. You told me he's got no arms now. And very confused. Like, wait, what is that? Is that me? Yeah, that's you. That's your best Hedwig impression, but, getting there. I don't think he's ever seen himself before. Usually he's got his butt pointed at the mirror. He's like, what is this thing? I don't know if I should fight it. I might lose. But I'm going to think about it. Yeah. Are you entertained by yourself, JB? Trying to hide that you need to be snipped when you're sleeping? Since you won't let me brush you. Yep, that's the next one coming out, but I don't have the good scissors over here. Gotta head out. I'll see you around. Well, thank you for stopping in. Have fun with your mom and the kids. You too. Nosy itches. Oh, and here comes Pearl running down the fence to see if we put any fresh peanuts out. Or is she just going to go for the blackberries? See if any are ripe yet. Are you distracted too, JB? I know you like to sit in the window and plot and scare them. It'll almost be time for my breakfast soon. Oh, it's so cute when the birds feed each other. One just sit there and shimmy at him, and they're like, all right, here. You grab this seed and just feed it on to him. And half the time, it's not babies. It's like, nope, I can tell you're a grown up. Just shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. And then they get food. Oh. Yeah, I'm of that age. I like watching the birds and the rest of the wildlife. Though I'm still upset that Flit hasn't come to check out any of my flowers or his feeder. And I know he knows about it. The chipmunks, I understand that they were bullied by the dogs. But the hummingbirds, I was hoping to get to see them again. They're so cute and super sneaky. And I don't think they'd put up with being terrorized by you in the window, huh, JB? They're even smaller, so they're even feistier. But none of the birds have yet figured out how to use the little feeders, or not the feeders, the bird baths we've put out. One of them just a straight up plate, and then we actually found a cute little bird bath, and I've been filling it and topping it off with some ice so that it's not, boiling. Gotta keep it cool when it's 90 something out. But I've only seen a couple of little ones think about it. I already started plotting for when it gets cold. I found some grow lights for my lime tree and the dark crepe myrtle that I've got. I have one out in the garage, but of course, yeah, it's a garage. It's not heated or anything. So they always struggle because the winters have been getting so cold. So I'm going to try keeping them in the living room this year and see if I can keep them from having to die off and, come back. Maybe then I could actually get some limes off my lime tree finally and keep the hibiscus alive. So I'm excited to see which hibiscus I have because they didn't say what color it was and there were no blooms. There was a couple buds on it. So it's going to be a surprise when it finally blooms. And I'll have to put it in the next, gardening video. See if it's done anything by then. And we can all be surprised together. JB's just over there staring off into space. Doesn't want to give his cute face anymore. Did you lose the staring match to the kitty on the screen, JB? Still not comprehending that it's you. And the silence is driving me bonkers. I can hear my thoughts. And that's never good, because it's not nice in here. It says mean things and crazy things. And just teases me with, ooh, if I won all the money, I could design an awesome playground and have a bouncy castle. But I'm probably not going to happen, so I'm just teasing myself with the awesome playground and the bouncy castle that I'm not going to get. And I'd have to have space for it where, it's not going to get pricked by anything. So we got a yard, but, you got the rose bush debris and the random things. Some of that prickly grass. Or should we get an obstacle course, huh? Or just one of those ones that just you climb up and then you slide down into the pool of water at the bottom. If we got the money, why not all three? Have a whole inflatable backyard playground. Because inside I'm 3 years old. I just can't afford to be 3 years old. But I totally am. Gotta have the bouncy castle. And the swings and the swinging bridge. And the tire ladder and all the fun stuff. From the playgrounds that, don't exist anymore because people suck. But no metal slides. We're not burning our butts or getting splinters. We paid our dues.
Yes, he did. I did. Well, think about it. If you did, Mom would have told me. Because that would have been a good reason for you to leave. But she did the truth. Which means, whatever happened, must have been fine. I don't want you getting into any trouble. You're grounding me? If that's what you want to call it. Little late. Like spikes or a remote. And spikes and remote. Our end is going to be spikes and remote free. I am saving that for that. Anyways, an entire wall of liquor upstairs and it's all just whiskey. Right. Sorry. Long story short, I'm Lucifer and Chloe's daughter from the future. What's that? Or the wedding cousin. What do you mean? Something goes wrong with the wedding? Or why is she on the wedding? I said too much. Time travel 101, big saying on the early days. Did you have a drink? Yeah.
Oh, she's Well, my Big Bang ended, so now we've got Lucifer going in the background, and it's the messy final season with time travel and all that stuff. And the angsty teenager.
A lot can happen in 3 weeks. That's right. Okay. I think Jason and Chloe here. We'll be Jason answers to this stress. And a home away from home, really. Listen, stop running from the problem. We have to solve this case to save your life. So please, help me find the clue. Or help me find his detective. Chloe, how can I help you find what is it? What is this regarding? Do you recognize this man as you? No. You think of any reason that your boss might want to know? What?
Oh, Lucifer. Very straightforward. Might need a little bit more string to finish off Harry. I don't think the next strand is going to quite be enough. But that's all we've got so far in an hour. So yeah, if you think you're slow at stuff, you ain't.
No wonder you never noticed the crazy sexual tension between me and Cindy. Probably because you're too busy doing your black race with this guy, right? I don't even know who he is. You said it was a mask. So how would you recognize the face? Excuse me. Do these commercials ever run during bands? Syndicated audiences are just syndicated audiences. I think I know where that's. That's the YouTube. Oh. I overreacted. Get out. Okay. Fine. Come on, husband. Let's go.
Oh, I'm taking the doggy from the dentist. That's just rude. Dog's like, I know who feeds me. It ain't you, buddy. I ain't going with you.
Don't worry. Worst case, you get half of this, right? Dog. My dog. Little friend.
Well, what the fudge? Where did my threader go? I am doomed without that. Well, fudge. Well, that might be the end of this stream because I'm going to have to buy a new threader at the store. That was my last one out of the pack. So, well, it is what it is. We got a little progress. So, we got that much of it done. And, oh, I need to trim that little string. That is going to drive me bonkers. So, yep, we got a little bit done. I'll get a threader and try to do some more. But yeah, if you ever think you're slow, that is an hour's worth of work. So, you're good. And I will see y'all next week. Bye. Happy crafting.